So today we are covering create account and three contacts. That means once click on this button, we will insert account detail and contact detail as well. So here you can see there are two sections divided in this component. First section, there is a account detail. In the account, there are two input fields, name and phone. And the second part, there is a contact details. And here you can see there are three forms, contact 1, contact 2, and contact 3. So once click on the button, we will insert both of the record, contact and account. There is one account record will inserted along with there are three contact record will inserted. So all of the contact record associated with this newly created account. Okay. So we will insert four record. One record of account, three record of contact. So how will achieve this? If you want to insert more than one record, we will use database.insert. So today we will learn how does work database.insert and how does work async and await. So if you go to in this lesson, we will learn how does work async and await. So in the Lightning Web component, async and await are JavaScript keyword used to handle asynchronous operations such as a imperative apex call, server request, etc. If you using async and await, it allow try and catch block for error handling with async and await in LWC. So if you're not using a async await, JavaScript not allow try and catch. But if you're using async and await in the JavaScript, it will allow try and catch block. So today we will use try and catch block in the JavaScript and we will use async and await. And for insert the record, multiple record we will inserting. So if you inserting multiple record, here we will use database.insert. Database.insert is used to insert one record or more than one record, a subject record in the database. So if you inserting one record, yeah, more than one record in object, we are using database.insert. So today we will learn how does work database.insert in LWC component. So how does work it? Let's go down. First in the JavaScript part, here you can see there is a submit action function. So before the function, we will use async. Where we apply async apply always before function of the method. So this is a method of the JavaScript. Before function, we will apply async. And where will we apply await? Await apply. This is a method that is importing Apache controller method. So these are the method. This is a method. So before this method, we will use await. So keep remember always async always use before the action function and await apply before the method that is importing. So this is part of JavaScript and if you go down, this is a Apex class method. Here you can see here I created a create account with control, create account with contact. This is a method. So this method I calling here. So before method calling, here I am applying await. So all of the scenario will be covered today. And in the Java, in the Apache controller, here you can see here I am applying database of save result. And this is a database of insert. Here I am applying. So all of the scenario will cover by today. How does work database of insert? How does work async, await, and how to insert multiple record on single button click. So Deborah, you got it? How we are covering today? What are covering by today?
Yes. Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. So today class it is very important. We are inserting multiple record in single button click. So now let me go on Visual Studio Code This is my Visual Studio Code, and this is my component. Component name is a training account with contact LWC. This is the name of the LWC, training account with contact LWC. This is a JavaScript part, and here last session we are inserting a contact record. So below this method, this is a function. So here I will use for the day newly created method to insert multiple record. So first of all, let me create a form. So today form it is a very challengeable. There are two sections and multiple form. So it is a very challenging task. So let's understand how does work multiple section in LWC component. How I am creating multiple section, how I am creating multiple form in a single LWC component. Okay, because I know there are so many developers working in office. If some task assigning to create a form, multiple form, they're not able to create. So it's important to understand today I am creating multiple form in single component and there are two sections, account detail and contact detail. So now let's create. So first of all, let me create a div. So before creating a div, let's define a lightning card. Lightning card, create account and three contacts. This is a title. Because here I am creating one account and three contact. One button click. Title, create account and three contact. Okay, inside the lightning card, first I will apply div class equal to SLDS P around medium. Div class equal to apply SLDS grid SLDS wrap. Inside this, create a div. Then you can create a H2 to title. From title account detail. So first I am creating this form, account detail. And this is a red color. So we will use style. Style, color, red. This one. Then create div class equal to SLDS, call SLDS, size 4 of 12. SLDS P horizontal. Horizontal, that means it will give the space horizontally. Medium, SLDS M bottom, then bottom, that means margin bottom. And here I will use, first I will create a input field for name, lightning, input, this one, label, name, you can define ACC name. Keep in mind, name will be unique every time. And On change function will apply to get the current value under change. So now copy this div and paste. Second is phone. Account phone. And let's see create first section will create. So currently I am creating first section. Later I will create for the contact detail. Now let's create a button submit. So this is a wrapper. This is a P here. Create a div class equal to SMDS text align center. Inside the div I will create a button. Lightning button label submit variant run and on click pass a function submit action. Now let's save and deploy the code. My code deployed successfully to all. Now let's refresh this component. So I'm refreshing the page. This is a lightning page and simply go to edit and drag and drop your component. So my component name is training account with contact. So simply rename and copy the file name. This is my component. Simply select and drag and drop. You can see my component visual, but alignment not visible proper. Save and go back. So account detail not visible like this. So now let's check. This is a H2 tag. This is a right around. Okay. So this H2 tag cut from here, paste outside this div here. Then save and deploy once again. Deploy code successfully. Now refresh. My computer do not refresh. Yeah, you can see now I created account detail. Now let me create for next one contact detail. Okay, Deborah got it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So first form I created. Now let me create second one. So this is a wrapper. This is a P around medium. This is a button. So before the button, I will create a div. Simply copy this one, paste. And here, before div, delete one, div class equal to SLDS, called SLDS size 12 of 12. I am covering full row. Then another one div use same read, and inside this div copy this one and here I am creating first name. First name, this one is contact C1, C1 F name, and C1, this one last name, this one C1 L name, L name, first name, C1 F, F name, that means first name. And if you check first name, last name, and I am creating this row. So first name, last name, and email. So create for the email, copy email, this one. No, actually, this is a first row. So here I am creating this one. So not required. Let's support first I creating a three type of A, B, C. This is the A, B, and C. So in the A column it will display this one, B column will contact 2, C column contact 3. So this is a A1. A1 that means this one. And here I am creating first name, and you can use div and give a margin class equal to SLDS M bottom medium. So this is for first name. This is for last name. So L name, this one L name, C1 L name, then copy, paste. And this is for email. I am getting this row, email. Email and C1 email. C1 that means for contact one. C1 that means contact one. So I'm creating a contact one. Contact one that means C1. C1 email. Okay. Now save and deploy to code. Let me check the structure. Today component little bit advanced. You can see this is my contact, this is my account, and this is my contact. So this is first name, last name, email for first row created. So now let me define a space and title. So let me give a space. These are the space. So here you can use VR, VR, and copy this title. This is a right here. You can use here title. Contact detail. Now let's save, deploy the code. So contact detail also here we can reduce the gap. So remove one bracket. Okay. Now first column completed. This is a contact one. We can put a contact one, contact two, contact three. This is a three contact here I am creating. So this is a title contact and this is a contact. So then let me put a contact one. So we need to put contact one, contact two, contact three. So this is a right, this is a column. We can use here contact one, contact one. Let me save and deploy. So I want to display title for each and every contact. Yes, and give a space. Here we can give a space. Yeah, give a space here. And this is a contact one, it is a black color. So remove this red one. Okay, then deploy the code. Yes, this is a contact detail. The first column I created, first name, last name, email. Now, similarly, I want to create contact 2 and contact 3. So, simply copy from here
Sir, in the
this view.
form, sir, in the form BB came. You can remove that BB over here. BB.
Yes, please.
Please remove the 51 line. Line
50,
number 51 line. Please remove BB.
51, this one, right?
BB remove
Okay.
it.
Yes, yes, yes. So, first I created a structure. A structure that means here will display contact 2, here will display contact 3. So, simply copy this D1, this D start from here, from column. This column start from here, in from here. So copy this column inside this column because here already defined the columns. So we need to copy inside this column. This is a column. So inside this column, I need to copy. And here, this is the column already defined. So remove this one and paste it. And change contact 2. This one for contact 2. And only this C1 that means contact form 1, C2. C2. Here I am only changing name. C2, C2, C2. That means column 2 of contact. Okay. Column 2 of contact. C2 identify the column 2 of the contact. Rest of things are same. Handle function, label, all kind of same. So now let's copy from this is a column. Inside this column, I am let me copy only. Let's copy this code and go the column 3. Now let's create a 3. Now I am creating this one, contact 3. So this is already column defined. Inside this column, change contact 3. This one. And this is a column contact 3. So I only replace 3, 3, 3. So keep in mind, always remember, name will be unique. Name will be unique for each and every input field. Here you can see in the top account, this is account name, account phone. Name are different. Here you can see column 1, C1, F1, C1, C1, L1, C1 email. Similarly, C2, F name, C2, L name, C2 email. Not same. Each and every name are different, unique. This is C3, C3, C3. Now let's save and deploy the code. Okay, my code deployed successfully. Now let's refresh. And you can see my component created and looking good. This is a column 1, contact 2, contact 3. So Deborah, you got it, how I created multiple forms. You
Yes,
need
sir.
keep practice from your org. It is a advanced level of component creation. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So first task I completed how to create multiple form in a single component. In the component, I created two sections, account detail and contact detail. In the account detail, I created two input field. In the contact detail, I created multiple column. And each and every column are different record. Once click on the button, all of the record, there are three record of contact and one record of account will inserted or all of the newly contacted record automatically associated with the account. Okay. So my component created. This is my component. Now let me create a FSS controllers. How to insert record? How does work database dot insert? Okay. So once click on the button, I will insert all of the record. So if you inserting more than one record, we should apply database dot insert. This is a framework. Okay. So now this is my Apex class controller. Here we need to create new component, new method. So let's create account with three contact. Let's comment before writing a new method so that we can easily identify this method created for this function. Okay. So simply this is a imperative method. So not required cache equal to true, only use or I never handle or I never. And here will be create a method public static string. Here I am returning a value as a data type string. Then method account with contact create account with contact. here I am inserting account and contact both. Okay. So pass the parameter account ACC, and account is only one record or contact multiple. So account only one, a contact is a multiple. So here I am defining list of the contact. List of contact. Cone available. So simply apply try and catch. It is the best practice, and catch is always unique. Okay, catch is always unique. So in the try block, I will write a SQL query and business logic. So here I am inserting account and contact. So if you insert this one account, that means it will get all of the field of account. So first I am inserting account, then here I will apply for loop because this is a list of the contact. So for loop always apply on list. So this is a contact. So here I am applying for loop on this list of the contact. Colon this one. And as you know, if you inserting a contact, the last name it is a mandatory. Last name should not blank. So here I will check if this one cone is not string. String is not blank. This one cone dot last name. So here I am checking if contact last name not blank, then once contact record inserted, I will link to the newly created account. That means all of the newly created list of the contact, it will automatically associate to the account. So account ID is the lookup field. So use cone account ID. Account ID is a lookup field. And here I will insert newly created account of record dot ID. Then create a list of the contact. Cone item equal to new. Here I am creating list of the contact, and I will add here. Add. So updated value I am adding here. This one cone. Okay. After for loop, here I will check if this account item not empty is empty. Is a function. Then I will insert. So here I will apply this one database. But database or save result equal to database dot insert, and here I will insert this one because here I'm adding the value. False. It will check how many record inserted, how many record failed. So if you using, this is a list of the database. Database dot save result, it is a list. And database dot insert, here I'm inserting one dot item. One dot item, that means list of the contact. After that, return record created successfully. It will return one database inserted successfully. Then here I am returning this message. Why I am returning this message? Because I created a method as a string. So here I am returning as a string. So once record created successfully, here I am displaying message record created successfully. Now let's save and deploy to code. Database or save result. Save. SAVE. And deploy once again. Yeah. That time I am giving spelling mistake. So now my my Apex Class controller deploy to code successfully on Salesforce org. Now first let me import this method. So Deborah, you got it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. After completed this section, I will quick review the code. Okay.
Yes,
Once
sir.
I done the scenario, after done, I will quick review the code at the end of the session.
Yes, sir.
So I created a method. Here I'm inserting database result. And first, we need to import this method into JavaScript. So first, here I am importing import from Salesforce Apex controller. My controller name is this one. Dot name of the method. So this is a process to import Apex class method into JavaScript file. Okay. If you want to display toast message, once record created successfully, I want to display toast message. So import show toast event. Here I am importing a module of show toast event because once record created successfully, I want to display toast message from Lightning platform show toast event. Okay. Now let's work. So first of all, we need, there are two type of function apply in the input field. First, on the handle change. Second, on click submit action. So based on this handle change function, I will get current value. So there are multiple input field here. You see, there are multiple input field. There are multiple form. 1, 2, 3. There are 4 form. So yesterday, we create a local variable and one by one I store the value. But today I will do different. I will create a at the rate track variable as a object type. Let's suppose using track or obj. Here I am creating a object type variable. Okay, and define function, handle change function. Handle change function start from here, so I am commenting. This is handle change function start from here. Event and if you are storing multiple form input field, here will be use object. So in this object, I will store all of the value. How to store? This is a object type variable. Inside this variable, I will store all of the field value, input field value, all of the input field value. So this dot form obj array and event dot target dot name equal to event dot target dot value. So this is a key. This is a value. So if you define object, object always exists as a key and value. So this is a key in the left side. So here I am storing left side as a key, the right side as a value. So based on this name, event dot target dot name, each and every input will have a unique name. So based on the name, I will be get the value. Okay. So I am storing all of the input value inside this variable. This is a track variable. Now create second function. Second function it is a submit action. So handle change action start here, close here. After this close, create a new function for submit action. Okay. And let's check data stored or not. So first let me check store the value of account object. So let's let for account object. So there is only one form of account. So here I am creating an object and object is key and value. So name, this is a field name of the account and value I will get. I am storing value inside this variable. So I will get the value this dot object dot account first name. This one, account name. Then copy and account there are only two fields, account name and phone. Phone and here you can use name of the account. So account phone, this is a name. Phone account phone name. Okay. And remove the comma from last one. Similarly, let phone obj. Phone obj list. Why phone obj list? Because you can see in the contact there are multiple forms. In the account is only one form, but contact is a multiple form. So here I am displaying list. So how to define list as object? Use array. Array. Inside the array, I will create multiple object. So you can see form. There are first name, last name, email. There are three input fields. So one by one, I will define first name. This is a field and this is a value. Value I will get Simply this one dot this one, this dot or with a dot. This time I will get contact F1. This is a F C1 FNM. C1 FNM, that means this one. Okay. So now let's comma last name C2 last name, that means C1 L name last name. Copy email and email will be this one C1 email and remove comma from last one. So first object demonstrate for the column 1, this one. Now simply copy this one for the second one, comma and paste here. So everything will be same, but name will be different because this is a column first, this is a C1 C1. For the column 2, that means column 2, I define C2 C2 C2. So I will change only name here. C2 C2 and C2. Then comma, copy and paste here. And remove comma from last one. And in the last 3 column, you can see C3, C3, C3. So here I will change only C3, C3 and C3. So I created 2 objects. First object for the account, second object for the list of the contact. Now let me check it's returning all of the value or not. How to check? We will apply console.log. Console.log. So first for the account, this one. Plus this is your object. So if you want to check inside the data object, you need JSON.stringify. JSON.stringify. And this is a account object. Simply copy for contact. This one. Call property list. And here apply call property list here. Okay. So now let's save and deploy the code. So let's refresh. I got deployed successfully. Refresh 2 times. Now open console, inspect. Go to console. Okay, remove. Now fill the form. So I declare console.log. There are 2 console. First for account, second for contact list. So all of the value will display in my console. If my function working fine. If not working fine, it will display error. So now let's check. So first I am fill the form for account. Vijay. Here I am getting error. Account script error. Okay. So this is the export method. This is a handle change. This is a function. So when I trying to this is a name. Okay, console.log. This is a why I'm getting error. Okay, close. Now let's fill the form. Vijay, this is number of phone. Contact one. Vijay Kumar. Vijay one @ test.com. Vijay one. Vijay one. Simply Kumar one test one. So I will change to 2. Now Kumar 3. Kumar 3 3 3. Now let's inspect console. Clear all of the console. Now let's click on the button. What happened? You can see data not displaying. This data display blank. That means when I click the button, it's not storing my value. So now let's check why not storing. Form object event. Let me check the spelling. Event or target dot name equal to event or target or value. Okay. Then here I am getting error because here I am inserting multiple record through the database.insert. So if you inserting database.insert, we need use async and await. Okay, async and await. So where I will apply async and where will apply await, that are missing. So if you inserting a button, like let's click this click. This is a button, submit action. So where you need to click, this is a button click. So where this is a function of the button click, submit action. So in the starting of the function, we need to use async. This one, async. Okay. So before starting the function, we should apply async. And this method start from here, closing here. So if you applying the async and await always allowed to try and catch. Try and catch. So inside this method, this is a start, close from here. So first of all, here we apply try inside this method. Try. And this try, this is a try. So I will cut from here. Cut all of the code and paste here. This is the console of also. Okay. So if you applying try and catch, this is a try, and after the try, this try, then use catch. and this is a catch. Okay. So async starting before the method and await start where we call the method. So let's suppose this is a method. Before this method, I will call await. Okay. So now my code are same. Only different is I created two block try and catch. Only two block I added. Rest of the code are same. Now let's save, and here also add a async. Now let's save and deploy the code. My code deploy successfully once again. Now let's refresh and remove the console and try to fill the form and submit. Script error. Now let's fill the form. Vijay Kumar, Vijay phone, mistake, console. Message display catch. Okay. So catch we need to define. Console dot log error error dot body dot message. Let me check. This is try block. I get a command. I get list of the contact. After that, I am displaying console log. This is a cache log. This is a async. Why displaying error? Now let me. So I write again the code. Process are same. Nothing will different. And here I apply async. I added try and catch block and create two type of object. This is a object for account. This is a list of the contact. I want to display all of the input value into this console. Now let's save and deploy the code. Deploy successfully. Let's refresh the page. Okay, clear the console. Now this time I will put all of the form. When click on the button, all of the value will display in the console. If value display console, that means my function working good. So now let's account name phone. This is a Vijay 1, Kumar 1, Vijay at the rate test.com. So this is a column 1. So I am defining column 1. Simply column 2, Kumar 2. I will change the value 3. Change the value 2, 2, 2, 3, 3, 3. Once click the button, all value display into this console log. So now let's click. Yes, you can see this is the account object. In the account object, only two fields, name and phone. And this is a contact list. Contact list, this there are multiple input fields. So these are the first object, these are the second object, and these are the third object. That means my function working fine. Okay, got the order?
Sir.
Okay, so now let me insert the record. So now let's comment this section. The before code and current code both are same. I rewrite the same code. Okay, process are same. Now I want to insert record. So I already import the method. So this method I will call here inside this try method. This is a try block, and here I want to call. So string results equal to, this is the name of the method. So before method apply await. Await method, and inside the method there are two parameter applied. Account so I declare variable, and this is a method, and here I will use, there are two type of the variables. This is a parameter of the method, account, and list of the contact. So this is a parameter account, this one account colon, and this is a account object. This variable I am passing here for the account. Then comma, and if you check, this is a list of the contact. So this is a list of contact, and list of the contact apply here. This one. Okay. So these are two type of the variables. Store all of the value. First for the account, second for the list of the contact. One by one here I am passing. After that, here I want to display toast message. So if you want to display toast message, there are two options. First option, we need to create a function of the method post message and apply here. You can view directly here. So let's create. Today we will learn how to create a dynamically toast message. So if you want to display dynamically toast message, this is a toast event. To create a function so that we can apply both of them. Yeah, we can use simple here directly. Today we learn new. Let's create a new toast function. So I'm creating a function for toast dynamically. Title, message, and variant. One by one, I will pass here. So toast event. This is a module. This is a variable. New object. Title. Title. Message colon. This is a message. I will pass dynamically value. Variant. This is a variant. And this dot dispatch event. Pass this one. Okay. Now this toast message, toast function. This is toast function I will apply here. Once record inserted successfully, I want to display toast message. This dot toast, so toast and pass success, comma. This is a constant variable that will return data that is getting from Apex class method. Then success. Same function I am passing here in the error message. The result instead of error, instead of this result, here I am displaying error dot body dot message. Okay, now let's save and deploy the code. Spelling mistake. Semicolon.
There comma, sir. Variant after variant. 76.
No, in the last one, comma not required.
Mm.
VRIANT.
Space, something given. Space.
Missing semicolon. #71. I am making title message variant. I am doing same, but why sometimes working missing semicolon. 71. This is a export method. End of the export method. This is the so toast message LWC. Variant. Same support. I am commenting this. I am not using this one. The support. I am directly creating a function here. So toast event. Let's comment this one and so toast new. So toast event bracket title success message. Message will display this one result and variant success. And here we'll do okay. We need to this dot dispatch event. Okay, this dot dispatch event. And here I want to display. Here I am passing this one, this variable. Let's save and deploy the code. Same error 89, but 89 that means something missing. Some bracket are not closing. I think some bracket not closing proper. So I am getting error. So this is a handle. This is a async. Yes. Now deploy the code. Yes. Some bracket these are missing. This bracket are missing. So that I'm getting error. So now it will work both. If you want to display toast message from function, then enable. And you can apply this toast message here. Okay. Comment this one. If you want to display this toast message, that time I missing this bracket. This dot show toast is simply success, then result, this one, then variant success. Then apply the code. '78. Okay, here I am using same this function and comment this one. Don't use this. I will see later. Okay. display post message directly here. Console.log in the catch log, display console.log error, custom error.body.message. And you can use error.message function. Now deploy the code. Deploy code successfully. Now let's check project, live project scenario. This time it will insert one record of account and three record of contact. Okay, Deborah? So now let's refresh two times and let me create a new record. Let's account ACC name. This is the name of the account. Phone number I am putting 5 of 5. Let's suppose Vijay_1. Let's open the contact so that I can easily identify newly created record, created or not. This is a contact. Kumar_1. Vijay K1 @ test.com. So simply here I am creating three record of contact, one record of account. So this is a account. This is a first name, last name, email. This is a column 2, 2, 2. This is a 3, 3, 3. So newly created list of the contact automatically associated to this account. Account name is ACC name. Now let's click on the submit. Record created successfully. Now let's check contact created or not. And let's refresh. You can see there are three contact created. If any one record and all of the record created associated to this account name. If you checking this one associated to this newly created account. Here, if you check the account, if related list, there are three record created in this account. Okay, Deborah, got it? There are three record of contact and one account created. All of the newly created contact associated to the account automatically. Got it?
Yes, sir.
So today we learn if you want to display, this is my component display. Now let's create another one record so that it is more clarified. This time I am inserting Vijay K. Let's change the something new. KK. And put I am renaming the value. Okay. Let's suppose I am putting 1. This one. So 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 3, 3. So it will create one account and three contact automatically. And this list of the contact automatically associated to this account. Now let's click the button. Record created successfully. Now let's check. You can see before these are the three record created. This time these are three record created and these are the account name. If you click any of the record, this contact associated to this newly account. Okay, so now let's quick review the code. So this is my component. In this component, I created two sections. This is the first section for the account detail. In this account detail, I created two input fields, name and phone. And this is a list of the contact detail. In this contact detail, I created three for contact. This is a first column, contact 1. This is a second column, contact 2. And this is a third column, contact 3. Each and every input field handle change are same. Okay. And at the bottom, here I am putting a button click, submit action. When click on the button, here I am inserting one account and three contact automatically. And all of the newly contact associated with the account. This is a part of the component. If you go to the Apache controller, in this Apache controller, this is the name of the method, create account with contact. Here I am passing account and list of the contact. So first I am inserting account, and this account ID I am passing into this contact. This is the account ID. So here I am applying a loop for this list of the contact, and here I am passing account ID into this account ID. This is lookup field into the contact, and here I am passing newly created of the account ID here. And then here I am adding, and here I am inserting this of the contact record, so that here I am using database dot save result. This is a list of the database save result, and here you can see database dot insert. Here I am passing added this of the account, this of the contact item. So here I created this of the contact. So this contact item I am passing here, and returning record created successfully because in the method here I am list of string. So list of string here I am returning as a record created successfully. In the JavaScript, first I am importing a method. This is a toast event. If you display a toast event, you need to import a method. And here I created a object. And in this object, I am storing all of the value based on the handle change. And this is a async and await. So if you using a async and await in the JavaScript, before creating a method, you need to apply async, and we need await where we need to pass the method, we need to apply await. And I created two type of object. First object, this is a account. This is a list of the contact, and this variable account and contact I am passing here as a parameter. This is a parameter account. Here, this is a parameter account and contact list. So here I am passing, this is a account passing as a account object, and contact, this is list of contact. And after inserted record successfully, here I am displaying toast message. Okay. So Deborah, you got it? Function?
Yes, sir.